Hey everybody, we're the Bayou Boys. I'm Boudreaux.
And I'm Thibodeau. And there's three things that we love doing: eating boudin, eating crawfish, and watching WGS-TV.
Hello everyone, welcome to another installment of WGS-TV right here on YouTube.com/WrestleGamer. I'm the WrestleGamer, Double B, Billy Boudreaux, and before I get this review of this week's NXT underway, I figured I'd fill you in on a few things over this past week. It started, it started last week from after NXT TakeOver Unstoppable. I ended up starting to get really congested, really sick. In fact, last Thursday, basically I had a terrible burning in my throat, and I could barely talk. I was doing everything I can, zinc lozenges, cough drops, honey tea. And by the way, guys, a little hint: the Mucinex brand of honey tea. In fact, I could even show it to you if it's in here. Yep, it's right here. This was one of the things I was taking to try to kick at my cold. And if you notice, it says it's honey lemon flavored. Let me tell you, it may say that on here, but it don't taste like it. I can tell you that right now, because it sucked. But one thing I've learned, whenever medicine tastes terrible, it usually works. Now, you guys can hear I kind of still have a little bit of it, but I was about 80% going into the MSX show Saturday night, and basically after the show, I had no voice. Then I started getting really congested and whatnot, and I figured that wouldn't be good to make videos while I'm extremely congested and whatnot. You guys wouldn't want to see that. So that's why I kind of been just putting up gameplay videos that have been pre-recorded. And not only that, with school being let out, normally I can do videos with the guys over on Google Hangouts or Uvu, depending if Google Hangouts isn't being a bitch. And but with my little brothers being home, it's going to be a little bit more difficult to do that. So I decided that possibly about 90-95% of my videos from now on will possibly be just me flying solo, whether it be a gameplay or a review. More than likely, I'll still do live hangouts for the pay-per-views, especially for Elimination Chamber coming up this Sunday. I'll definitely be doing one for that as well, if you want to come in and hang out with us. There's going to be a slight rule change from the Extreme Rules pay-per-view, from Payback. It'll be a friends-only hangout. If you want to try to become a part of the team, that'll be a different story, and that possibly make a different video for when the time comes. But I just wanted to, before we got the NXT review done, I just wanted to get that out of the way, to let you guys know. As you guys can tell, I'm about 90-95% better than I was last week, because last week it was terrible. It was really terrible. So I just wanted to right now just throw out an apology to you guys out there, who are expecting reviews. I know a couple of you guys, especially Yael Vanderdrish on the Facebook page. She wanted to check in on me and find out what exactly was going on. And Yael, I just wanted to say I appreciate your concern, and thank you for being a loyal person on the Facebook page. I really do appreciate that. But now that I got all that mushy stuff out of the way, pardon me, as you guys can tell, like I said, I'm about 90-95% better. I didn't say 100%. Let's quickly go through NXT and give you guys my thoughts on it. The opening with Kevin Owens kind of boasting about what he did to Sami Zayn at Unstoppable, which then prompts William Regal to come out, and then Solomon Crowe. Does anybody have any idea what they're doing with Solomon Crowe? I mean, honestly, I don't know. I thought they'd be doing more with Sami Callihan than what they're doing right now. But yeah, they end up using this opening segment to make a main event match for NXT this week. Kevin Owens and Solomon Crowe. Anyway, following that, we would have Bayley and Emma. How many times do I have to say this? When you give your female talent adequate time to work a good match, it cannot hurt your product. It can only help. But apparently, Vince McMahon doesn't think with his head up here. He thinks with his head down there. And I do mean that to be diminutive and insulting at the same time. Emma would lock on. If you guys remember that Muta lock that the Great Muta used, almost like a version of the Indian Deathlock. That's what Emma used, and actually looked really good. Putting it on Bayley and would pick up the win. So I wonder if this is going to be the new signature of Emma, is that submission hold. They would start her and Dana Brooke. Dana Brooke's a greenhorn. I mean, she may look hot, she may have the muscles, but she's still very, very, very green around the gills. I mean, it's hard watching her because of the fact that, one, she is about a 10. She is a 10, but she is just so green. It just makes you want to vomit a little bit. Especially with the way she's been trying to pull off a lot of her spots. I mean, they really need to work with her. If anything, demote Dana Brooke to Tough Enough. Demote her to Tough Enough, if anything. In my opinion, Charlotte would come out to try to make the save and would end up being double teamed by Emma and Dana Brooke, and they would end up getting the advantage on her. Up next, the tag team match I really don't understand. Elias, Sampson, and Mike Rawlins taking on the tag team champions Blake and Murphy, who now have Alexa Bliss out there, and she's actually matched up into the gear that she has. So apparently now she's going to be the new valet for Blake and Murphy. Not exactly a bad thing, considering how hot Alexa Bliss is. Blake and Murphy would end up using a combination of a suplex, then a frog splash on Elias Sampson to pick up the win. And then for some odd reason, they would set up Sampson for Alexa to do the sparkle splash. And this is probably going to sound wrong, but Alexa can do the sparkle splash on me anytime. I wonder how many giggities I'm going to get out there. I hope I get a lot of giggities out there from you guys out there for that one. Ty Dillinger and Finn Balor. Come on. Really? Finn Balor just came off an amazing match with Tyler Breeze. And there was no doubt Finn Balor was going to go over. And he did. With the coup de grace on Dillinger. Then Jason Jordan backstage would be in an interview. Then Chad Gable would offer up to be his partner. Jason Jordan said, you know what? I have a partner already. First off, who's Chad Gable? That's what I'm going to like to know. And two, who is Jason Jordan's new partner? Interesting question, isn't it, guys? And finally, the main event, Kevin Owens and Solomon Crowe. Very, very decent match. Owens would pick up the win with the pop-up powerbomb on Crowe. And then out comes Samoa Joe. I don't know if you guys follow Josh Matthews on Twitter, but he has really laid into some remarks to WWE about the not knowing the history of Samoa Joe, the validity behind the name of Samoa Joe. Like, if it's even a name from obscurity, then how does WWE even know who he is and whatnot? And I don't know, maybe it's just a lot of resentment coming out of Josh Matthews. I really don't know this. But my only question is, Samoa Joe's theme, why does it suck so bad? I mean, it sounds like it would be like traditional to Samoa Joe's with the opening of the theme. Then it's like you're cutting right into like a Samoan sitcom or something like that. I mean, it's like a theme that really doesn't fit Samoa Joe right now. And I really don't understand that. And I'm hoping that they do something to change that in the near future. My overall score in NXT this week is going to be a 3.5 out of 5 this week. No really bad matches per se to name worst match of the night. But best match, I'm really going to give it to Kevin Owens and Solomon Crowe. Like I said, I really can't say anything bad about it. Really can't say anything bad about it. So what I want to know from you guys out there, the viewers and subscribers, your thoughts on NXT this week. What are your overall scores? What are your picks for best and worst match or segment of NXT this week? I definitely want to hear what you guys have to say. Be sure you put your comments in the comment section below. Don't forget to zap that like button. Also, don't forget to follow me on social media, on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Don't forget to check out the videos in the annotations, including the Let's Plays that I'm doing right now, currently of Honey Pop, Dead Space 3, Nico Pearl Volume 1, and when I can get around to it, finishing Five Nights in Anime. Well, the demo version. I'm not sure when Marisol will put up any more of Five Nights in Anime. Will he put up another demo, or will he just put out the complete game? I'm still waiting for the complete game. But anyway, be sure you check out the videos in the annotations at the end of this one, and be sure to check out the links in the description box below. So with that being said, I'm the Wrestle Gamer, Double B Bully Boudreaux, saying we'll see you at the next Warp Zone.
Case in point. Where are you? Where are you?